Hey, Queen Mo. Hey, Juice Reveal. Hey, Miss T. Trisha. Hey, Faye Silver. How y'all doing this evening? Hey, Kwani. Hey, Mika Red. All is well. How was your day? Oh, it was okay, Miss T. Trisha. I figured everybody was talking about what happened in Baltimore. I was like, well, let me come on here because I don't have nothing else to do, and it's the one thing everybody doing content. Hey, Krause House. Hey, Brown Sugar Baby. Back to Bush Echo. I heard that. I said, well, let me come on here and do me some little content on this court date or whatever you want to call it, child. This farce. Hey, iPhone user. I said this content. I spoke to my people. Hey, Natisha, in a couple of days. So let me get on here, honey, and just give my opinion. Hey, Tracy. Hey, call me there. Give my opinion on what I think about the whole thing. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Sugar Plum. Did I say call me Ned? If I didn't, hey, call me Ned. Hey, J True. Hey, Stephanie Horton. How you doing, love? Okay, so we know that the number one thing on the menu today was the court date, and I haven't spoken. I haven't really spoken on hey, little Miss Nisi Pie. I haven't really spoken on this whole court situation since its inception, other than to say I wouldn't be doing it, right? Yeah, it's farce, honey. It's a tease. At the end of the day, it was a tease, okay? And so, but I was like, shoot, this content, whatever. Ain't nothing else that I want to talk about. I really don't want to talk about it, but okay. It's Sister 47. How you doing? So I was around there listening to Pizarro said she was gonna have the exclusive, right? And I said, well, let me listen to this, see what's going on, blah blah this and blah blah that. One of the actual people that was supposed to show up in court was gonna be on her panel or whatever, right? So I was around there listening to it, and the girl was reading off, I guess reading off the complaint, what Rita has, what she was going to court for, right? And and then they said it was the case had been continued. I guess and then they also said that Rita didn't turn in some evidence or something, some videos until late last night. All this and all that. I'm just, oh my God, you know what I mean? My thing is the way I feel about it is how I felt about it. Hey D Clock, hey D Clock, Diana, how you doing? The way I feel about it is this. Before we break that down, for me, I'm just saying for me, if it gets to the point to where I am so aggravated. Hey, Lady Tia, how you doing? I'm so aggravated by people speaking on me or mine on social media device. If it gets that far, then I'm simply going to turn the device off. I'm not going to listen to it, right? Hey, Annalisa, how you doing? I'm not going to listen to it. Y'all know I do it all the time. I just, shut you down. I turn you invisible, right? Until I get ready to speak about it. If I don't want to speak about you, I ain't going to speak about you. I don't look. And one way you can do, one way that I do that is I simply don't go to the person's channel. Hey, Sheba Pisces. And, if I don't go to the channel, I don't have to hear what you're saying. And, I don't have to respond. Now, if it's something that my porch watchers feel like I need to respond to, they'll say, hey, you need to go watch XYZ video. And I'll do that. And even then, sometimes I still don't respond, but sometimes I do, right? And so I'm just pretty much not going to look at it. I think people get way too invested. You know what I mean? But I do understand that it's time to log off. Everybody, everybody fight. Look, I know that's right, Lady T, right? Right around the holidays, child. Hey, Battle Roach, how you doing? Um, Uh, Now, and read the thing. I was listening to what the young woman, what is her name, daughter here said. She was. I was listening to what she was reading, and one part. What was that part that really got me? Um, it was something that she had said. The complaint stated. I can't even think of it now. It'll come back to me. I was trying to speak right now. I forgot. But anyway, at the end of the day, overall, this is my opinion. Me as a grown woman, right? Hey, Natasha. Me as a grown woman, I am not going to take my butt around there to the court. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I know what I was gonna say. I don't hear too. Yeah, I know what I was gonna say. If these people really was following her for real, hey, true black cheetah, bodywork, Sharice, that really is an issue. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the issue. If they really was following her, that's an issue for real, right? And we've seen that over here in the beef sector. Do y'all remember when the first time I saw it was when who was that? People were showing photos of VS's children and VS as well, right? They had actually went offline and was taking photos of her kids, right? Now for me that's too far. Do you see what I'm saying? That's too far. You should take something like that seriously. You know what I mean? And what I was gonna say about Rita was, if in fact she was followed, you know what I mean, and nobody knew where she lived before, and all of this and all of that. I mean, that's a serious allegation. Like, if it really did happen, because once again, you're ready to invest, and that's like a stalker charge or something, right? So is that why the state took it up? Because she said that like they followed her? Because I mean, just for words, I can't see that why they would you know, take a case just cause of words. And maybe she said she felt threatened, her and her family. You know what I mean? And if you're going so far as to do that, as adults, we ought to have enough. And you're in the same city, but as adults, we ought to have enough sense, not to do that. Especially black people. That's another thing. Why do you see so many black people? Well, in particular, right in this beef sector, right? Because this is a predominantly black sector. I can't believe how many people want to go to court over some nonsense. When do we get to the point to where we can't handle our own business and we have to be mediated by the court system, right? Because we know that the court system is not for us, right? So when did it get so far? And a lot of the times, it's just words. You know what I mean? You can always log off, you know. But like I said, if she really was followed, I could get why she going to court like about that. But my thing, yeah, some people do use it as an intimidation tactic, but an intimidation tactic for YouTube, you know what I mean? And so just say something and read this evidence that made right the state. Yeah, and it has to be. That's another thing. Let's be real. You're right about that. The state is not going to take up any case unless it feels that it has just cause, right? And so what I'm understanding is the state against these people, is the state against A, B, C, and D, right? So if the state took it up via what Rita said, and via her initial evidence, you know what I mean? That's serious, right? So she had to say something, she had to have some kind of evidence. You can't even just say something for the state to take up a case like that. You got to have some kind of evidence, And so I get that right there too. My issue is, how did it get so far? You know what I mean? Because we are all adults. You know what I mean? And so it's just it's too much. The reason folks are going to court is because people are calling folks jobs and having their homes rated purpose. Yeah, I understand that. I get that too. Like I said, if you got to take it off YouTube, my overall opinion of it is we are all adults. This is my opinion, right? Um, I mean, like, what's going on with folks when it's got to go so far to where you take the roast and the gag offline, you know, and so yeah, I mean, if the state took it up, yeah, it's a criminal case. But I heard the girl say the most they can do is tell people to stay. They can, pretty much tell them to you can tell them to go to their prospective corners, tell them to leave each other alone. And once again, if you're going to court, the court doesn't been take out social media outlets. They should take out social media outlets from Israel. Well, what now? If I was that judge, I would be so frustrated that I would ban everybody from YouTube for a time, just like they did VS. Like I'm just telling you the truth. And so, since adults need to be monitored, you know how you stand your look. Say you got two kids and they fighting, right? And you separate them, you make them stand in the corner for a while to cool off. If I was that judge, because this is so ignorant, that's what I would do. I would teach all of them a lesson. I would teach them a lesson for wasting the court's time, okay? Because they're all adults, and that's what I would do. I'm not even lying to you. I would just teach, not cause the case. I teach them a lesson because they are all adults, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself, pretty much. It's that's how I feel about it, huh? And so, yeah, like I said, but like I said, if the drama gets so deep for words that you got to actually be following these people offline, you need to take a look at yourself. That's a you problem. You have become beyond the troll. Um, you are just a stalker. You are beyond messy. You have too much time on your hands. Now I'm not gonna lie. When I seen that, was it a couple of years ago? I found it very creepy. Whoever took them pictures of that woman and her children, that is really weird. That is stalker behavior. That is you being too invested, right? And we know we got a lot of that going on. You know what I mean? And one reason I was like, well, let me go on and talk about this today. And that's the way. I mean, it's much more than just tea. I understand what the title is, but I mean, grown folks shouldn't have to be going to court to resolve this sort of issue that started on YouTube. Because who wants to sit down with someone you feel is stalking you? Really? Now, really? Well, who you talking to, Corio? Olivia, these folks who can't roast, drag, or get but docs and stop. Yeah, seriously needs to be better. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Why even bother if you can't just roast and gag? Cause it's the roast and gag sector. Like, are you okay? I mean, we are grown when they call CPS police stalking and harassing children. ND, what is ND? Or with disabilities. When it needs to go to court. What I'm saying is, Mitch, you don't need to get that far because we are all adults. It don't need to get that far. You know what I mean? I understand it's not a popular opinion, but you got to have some kind of boundary about yourself. You know what I mean? And if you choose to go that route, which is your choice because everybody's grown, you know what I mean? You got to be able to handle it. You know, I'm just saying. You shouldn't need to be. I think it's unfortunate. I'm just gonna say, and it's to each his own. But I think it's. I would feel embarrassed. Um, the only way I'm gonna feel like I got to go to court with somebody about some YouTube stuff is somebody come knock on my door, and I gotta unfortunately do something to them. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why. Only reason, but I would not be going to court over some frivolous words. I'm not supposed to do that. You know. And people that I don't even know what kind of person takes the time to some people don't understand boundaries and they don't know how to chill. I agree with that. I don't understand people that's so invested because you can't roast and gag or whatever, or you're sensitive. See, a lot of the times you get a lot of people doxing people and people going to court and all this and all that because they are very sensitive and they can't take the roast and the gag. Do you see what I'm saying? They simply cannot take the roast and the gag. And then they got to take it to, they get touched in their spirit because they're sensitive. And then it starts they go to doxing, and then it might be something worse after that, all in the effort, I guess, to try to silence you or get the last word. You know what I mean? I don't know what the motivation here is. You know what I mean? And shoot, this happened to me. I got a couple of online stalkers shoot on me right now. You know what I mean? And y'all know it don't bother me. I turn you invisible. But Miss O, didn't they go to court about VS online? Well, yeah. They put everybody know that girl went to court about VS. Do you mean this last time they went to court about VS, or the first time? Because if I'm not mistaken, VS had a couple of court cases, couple of them. This last one, because something actually happened offline. But I believe the first two was surrounding online. Was surrounding online situations. But the funny thing about that was I didn't see VS get nobody to go in other states taking pictures of them and their kids. They was taking pictures of her and her children. They was stalking her. You see what I'm saying? Now this last time was entirely different because it was actual human contact. But those first two cases, it was because of online stuff, I believe. Look, let me tell you something. Like I said, we are all adults. We are not kids, and I understand it's content. That's why I'm even talking about it today. But please catch the message. Please catch the message. And the message is some folks need to chill. You know what I mean? Well, Missy, you know what I mean? I don't blame if that's what she felt like she had to do to keep her and her family safe, then I respect that as well. Because we all have to do what we must. And like I said, if they really did go to her, her home, or take pictures of her home, or release her address. She got kids there. You know what I mean? Actually follow her. That's a different scenario. You know what I mean? And so yeah, unless you real willing to lay hands on somebody, then you have to do what you have to do. Nobody wants to go to jail because of stalkers. You know what I mean? I get that. But I'm just saying in general, before it gets to that point, you got to be able to have some kind of boundaries and know how far to go. Because it ain't like Rita just came online and made one video about whomever, and then she was stalked after that. That is not the case. Do you see what I'm saying? And vice versa. It goes for all the parties involved. You keep picking and picking and picking and picking and picking, and then you get touched in your feelings and in your spirit, and then this is just a snowball. So I guess in the midst of the snowball, you got people allegedly following the woman, and all of this and all of that, and so yeah. But as far as the words part of it go, I'm not worried about no dang on words. Until you come knock on my door, we would never have a court case. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. And the only reason why we would have that, if you knock on my door, is that means I have to defend myself. And then I have to go to the court then. Other than that, no. No ma'am. It's embarrassing to me. I'm not finna waste the court's time. I'm not finna waste my time. This thing done been continued. So it's going on into 2022. It's crazy. It don't even sound right. But like I said, if I was the judge, I snatch everybody's what do you call it? That internet address. What do you call it? What's the name? The internet the address thing. You just snatch it all. Because they don't just take the toys away from the children, because they don't know how to play fair. Take the toys away, And so yeah, I obviously, because people take their egos. You can't take their egos. That's true. That's true. That's true. I agree with that. Uh-huh. The state's DA is the one with the case. Yeah, the state. Yes, the state. I understood. Y'all understand that the state took it up. The state is pursuing criminal charges. Rita's a witness. Yeah, now if the state take it up, I mean, yes, out of Rita's hand, and she a witness. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know what made them want to the state. I mean, it's really serious though when the state take it up. I will agree. It's serious when the state take it up. I don't know what she said or what she showed them people for the state to want to take the time to deal with something like this. But she said something, or she showed something, or I don't know what transpired to make the state want to take it up. Because ain't nobody got time to be wasting taxpayers' money over nonsense. I don't do stalking, stakeouts, or any of those broken boundaries. Yes, word. Like, I don't care enough about somebody that I don't know to take the time to, number one, find out who you are. Yeah, the IP address. Thank you. They need to snatch out their IP address. Take their toys away from them until they learn how to play, nicely with one another with their toys. So yeah, yeah, that's what I would do. No, not really. In MD, you have to report a threat. That must be talking about somebody else. As far as the case goes, it seems like the seriousness of the case allegations are being downplayed. That judge ain't playing. Yeah, like I said, if it ain't gonna be no jail time, then I'm taking everybody toys away from them. That's what I would do. Because you acting like kids, and I'm gonna treat you like one. Because I'm all the way grown. I don't play like it. That dare So yeah, and then you still online. Everybody's all parties involved are still online talking crap. You see what I'm saying? That's amazing to me. Like, you're still online talking crap. So if you was going to do all this, but you still gonna come online talking crap, like, why even bother? Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna say I don't have time for that because I can't account for everybody else's time. I'm gonna put it that way. You know, she may not. She may want to prevent that knock on the door by making them an example. Well, that's true too. That's true too. Absolutely. This is just my opinion. I don't know what's in Rita's head or anybody else involved's head. I don't know what's in their head. I'm just saying that if I would hope that before it got to the point to where if they were allegedly following her in the car, I would hope that I would stop before it gets that far. Because like I said, I always tell y'all I got a expiration date on my beefs. It's just how it is. I can't think about you more than I think about me. I'm just not gonna do it. You know, that's true too, Carmen. Because you can't play with everybody. And I'm glad you said that because now so far we done seen some stuff. We seen somebody get in a fight, which is something that actually happened offline as far as physical altercations go. Now, I mean, if this stuff just eventually, you can literally play with the wrong person, right? You can like really mess with the wrong person, and you can end up 6 feet under by messing with people that you didn't think they was that type of person, and they end up doing something to you. Like let's use Rita for instance, right? Say for instance she really scared for her life, and she's scared for the life of her kids, right? Which I don't think is true because she's still talking crap, right? But say for instance she really is. Now, if I really feel that my life is being threatened, um, and I'm saying this about me, right? If I really feel like my life is being threatened, or you're threatening the life of my loved ones for real, then that means in my head, I got to get you before you got to get me. And the way I got to get you is not going to court. Like, I got to get you before you get me. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Now, what's going to happen when we don't have when somebody don't went too far, and all this stuff that been transpired, folks going back and forth forever, and you finally went up on that right person in the B sector, and it be that kind of person. I got to get you for real before you get me. Or, we got a lot of mental illness flying around here. You know what I mean? And, you just never know. That's just something to consider. I'm just saying, Mary Williams said everybody on YouTube know it's Rita's do dirty ass. Follow her every time I see her playing. I think they are all immature. Like, I don't think there's no operation. Oh wow, this is a troll right here. Hold on. I don't think there are no innocent parties involved, in my opinion. You know, it just sounds like a whole lot of nonsense to me. But it's real messy though. Now say them people really are that girl. Say she really was followed. I don't think that she was followed for somebody to do bodily harm to her. And I don't know if she was actually followed or not, but say she was. And when it comes to this scenario, I think that she may have been followed to be messy. Do you see what I'm saying? For the other person just being messy. You know what I mean? But you never know. But by you being messy, you know what I mean, and you find out where this woman lived and you put it online, that could result to somebody actually coming to her home. Not you. You just being messy. You just thought it was cute, something cute to do. And but because of that, her address is now out there to the world and all of this and all that. And what if somebody see the people? A lot of times you have a lot of people in the bushes and in the clouds and stuff that don't never say nothing. Them are some of the people that you got to worry about sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. So you don't followed her. You don't only want to know where she lived. Now you don't put her address out, and somebody else come behind you and actually go to this woman's home and try and attempt to do something to her. Or God forbid, do something to her and her children. All cause you was being messy. All cause you don't have no boundaries. All cause you shouldn't have been doing nothing like it in the first place. You thought it was cute. It wasn't cute. You know what I mean? It was just going too far because you have no boundaries. That's the way you have to think about things. You got to think before you act. And so that's my issue. Right there was being messy, just like whoever took the pic. But yeah, that's true too. That's being messy. But because of being messy, somebody could come behind you and really try to hurt this person. Really, really, really try to hurt this person. Like for real. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. But all you was doing was being messy. That's all. Get thinking to be something cute to put on the tube. You know. And I would hope that nobody acts now. I do believe that there's some content creators in the beef sector that will actually like to do bodily harm to some people. I'm not even gonna lie. Hey almighty ISIS. But for the most part, I think people just wanna talk their mess. You know what I mean? And just like me, I just want to I like to roast and gag and all of this and all that. But as far as anything else, I don't want to do that. And I think for the most peace, man, you put out. I'm just any kind of doxing, any kind of information. I'm not on nobody's side. The doxing stuff is wrong. And that goes for work information. Somebody, if you put out somebody's work information, somebody could come to your job and blow you away. Just anything like that, anything at all. Just you got to have boundaries. That's just any kind of anything. Whoever it is, no matter the person. I mean, it's been done to me. It's been done to a whole lot of people. Just whoever, just log off. If you can't take it, if you can't play right, just log off. But that's for anybody, just for any situation on here, not just this situation right here. Any situation, you don't ever know what can happen, And so yeah, that's what I mean by that. Just anything like that. Just you can't like. Why are you so? Ugh, I don't know, but that's how I feel about this situation. I think it's unfortunate at the end of the day. I don't have time, number one, to keep going back and forth to court because I don't have time, And so, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I agree with 100%. So they should not be putting people's personal information out online. Absolutely, but we know it's not gonna stop. You know what I mean? But that's the going thing. And then some people, you know what make it so bad? You know what's creepy to me? Here's another creepy thing to me. You don't even actually have to have ever said anything to a doxer or something like that. Somebody's want to put your information out. You don't even ever have to have had any kind of beef. Have you don't even ever have to have said anything about some of these people, and some of these people still will dox you and put your information out just cause. But you ain't never had no conflict with them at all. You know, we will leave doxing in 2021. I'm sure they say that every year, and it never gets left behind. You know, it never gets left behind. That's just kind of what it is, you know. So it's a lot, you know. So yeah, it's unfortunate, you know. But like I said, if you don't knock on my door, I'm not gonna be moved. I think it's funny. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got a couple of stalkers myself. Folks be trying it, but you want to get me in court, you better knock on my damn door so I got to do something to you. Then we can run it. Then it can be a whole lot of content. Other than that, whatever. All right. I'm not gonna be moved. I got too much stuff to do during the day. And so yeah. That's just how I feel about it. I got bored with the whole thing. I think it's and that's just how I feel about it. This girl done called me on the phone. I don't know why. I told y'all they don't call me on the phone. Hit the one if y'all can still hear me, child. Then y'all done told me time and time again to put this phone on airplane mode. I would never do it. But that's just pretty much how I feel about it, if y'all can still hear me. That's my take on it. And I had never really spoke on it in depth. And the reason, one reason why I ain't never really spoke on it in depth, because I think it's nonsense. Like for real, I don't think if that girl really, oh, thank you for letting me know you can hear me. If that girl really followed her, like for real, I don't think she did it for malicious intent. You know what I mean? I really don't, but it still was malicious. You know, if Rita's new address got put out, that's still malicious. You know what I mean? That's still malicious right there. Um, but I don't think she did it for somebody to come to her home, to Rita's home, and like do bodily harm to her. I think she did it for a Kiki. But if she really did that, I don't even know if she really did it or not. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? And if she did that allegedly for real, even if it was for a Kiki, you really have to ask yourself why and what type of person are you really? Like honestly, you know. And so yeah, that's okay, Brian. She's threatening if I read it. It was malicious, in my opinion. Oh, did she threaten to fight? Well, I mean, ain't nobody. You can threaten anything. Have they went to blows? Ain't nobody. All this talking back and forth. They live in the same city. You know, ain't no. Now, I will say that I must admit, if we was in the same town and say I moved and you went around following me and found where I lived at, now we both online, and I didn't feel like you had a right to do that. I'm gonna come find you. We're gonna have a problem. And so yeah, he's the one who I don't even know. I don't know all the logistic of this case. Like this first time I done thought on it in depth, but I mean like, and then if you really, I mean just like some people need to woman up, a man up. You know, and then some people pick with people because they know they're not gonna come looking for them. You know what I mean? But you never know who you messing with for real. I'm glad that there are none of these people in my town like this, because bad things can happen. That's all I'm saying. I, I I don't even know where else to say. I don't know how else to put it. People got a whole lot of mouth and they don't have no boundaries. And they think they do stuff for other people, you know, just to oh wow, let me give you a pat on the back. You know, just a good kiki or you know, but you messing with somebody's life for real. Like I don't play like it. That don't make no sense. You know. So yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, you have a good one too, L. I can't even give you all the specifics. I heard another live talking about it. One of the girls that went to court was up on there reading off, I guess, the complaint or whatever, and they said it was a continuance and all this and all that, but everything else, child. I don't know. Right, I ain't scared of what someone else will do. I'm worried about what I'm gonna do. That's right, call me Ned. That's the way I see it too. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it for real, Ned. I ain't playing. I really mean that. You are right. That's the issue for me. You know. So yeah. You always get to choose the way that you respond. You know. Yeah, people play too much. It don't have to get that deep because everybody don't play like that. You're right about that. Let's be real. That's my issue. Everybody don't play like that. You know, right? Court over YouTube. It's ridiculous. Like, give me a freaking break. You know. But I mean, but if you're gonna take the time, oh Lord, just some folks ain't got no chill. Anyway, what else we talking about, child? I just had, like I said, let me come on. Might as well sip me some of this. Pour myself a cup of this. Uh, excuse me, y'all. It gets dark way too early, right? I was gonna say, I said, well, let me come on and give me some of this Bmore teas content, cause that's what everybody talking about today, child. I had never really went in depth. I hadn't really given my opinion, cause my opinion that it's all silly, and so yeah, and so yeah. So hope no one threatened to hurt each other online. I mean, they do that all the time. You know what I mean? The reader take her page. Now, I don't know. Did she? Hey, Miss Alfreda, how you doing? Kim. Hey, everybody. If I didn't speak, I was trying to talk. And so, yeah. But like I said, it's a lot of people sensitive. They act like they ain't sensitive, but yes, they are. There's a lot of people sensitive over here. You know what I mean? And so, I don't, and then, like, it's even kind of childish. Say, we ain't even talking about a court case. Say we're talking in general, right? That's the hot topic. You hear so many different stories. I'm confused. Yeah, I've never talked about it this long since I first heard about it in the beginning because, child, I'm not interested. But since it's the hot topic today, I said, bloop, maybe might as well give me some content, child. Let's get some of this content since they putting it out there for free. I need to come over here and entertain my people, child. We don't have nothing else to talk about. I don't have nothing else that I want to talk about anyway. So okay. Child, will February be here soon and we shall see. Child. But didn't that girl say nobody wasn't gonna go to jail? Trust and believe me. My baby kept me out of jail. Yes, right. Yeah, that person better count that blessing. Sick of people. I know that's right. Hmm. Uh uh. Uh. Well, yeah, you show because you know what? You either need to get that boy his own phone, or you need to keep your own phone, Brandy. I done told you before. All right. I bet there are people in prison that wish they had set up a court defense along with a physical. Had they had set up a court defense along with a physical one? Huh. Or do you mean as opposed to a physical one? Yeah, they say this is non-criminal. So is it really not? Well, now it's got to be criminal, right? I mean, if the state is taking it up, because ain't no state gonna take up mediation. I definitely will be pissed on. I'm going to have to bring my New Year's in, which is foolishness. Absolutely, just because as parents we do what needs to be done. I know that's right. Folks should just mind their own business. That would lead to a lot of, yeah, absolutely. Why you just can't keep it on? You know what's being said. Like just like roasting and gagging. I just can't stay there. You know, I don't understand it. I've never, since I've been online, I haven't been able to understand why I just can't stay on the roast and the gag. Whatever it is that you're doing, just on what you see on the screen and the words that are coming out of people's mouth. Why does it have to be any further than that? Like, you really have to ask yourself that question. Right, that's why I'm confused. I like it's a boundary to me. Like I'm being for real about that. Why do they need to know where she lives? Yeah, absolutely. Good question, Stephanie. Why do they need to know where she lives? Like I said, that you do stuff and you think it's cute, and it really ain't cute. But you're a grown person and you need to be accountable because it's malicious. It's not cute to do that to somebody. And what does that say about you? I get that. Anybody that does that sort of thing, it's not cute. You know. Ugh. And I don't even understand that out about the ego part. It's ridiculous. Like some people are way too invested. It's not even, that's not even the appropriate, thing to say to me anymore. For me anymore, it's deeper than that. It's not that deep, but it's just, oh, oh, it's horrible. Hey, food junkie said because there are no rules. To roasting and gagging. True, your finish may be not starting point. I agree with that, but you also have to have some boundaries. You know what I mean? Especially if it's online people. If you've never met me in real life and say you don't even live in my city, and you got to go so far to want to dig into my world, actually, and it's starting like you said, it's no rules to roasting and gagging. But what about boundaries? What about integrity? You know what I mean? What about do unto others? What about those things? You know. But if you're a certain type of person, then yeah, okay. All right. Then anything goes. Right. When I log off, I'm not thinking about YouTube. And there's so much going on to where I'm having a happy holiday season. Shoot, get online and it's on and popping. It's ridiculous. Child. Uh-uh. Ugh. Hey, Tisa says the same way she had somebody come take pics of QB house. Really, Reed house, our house. The short term memory is amazing around these. Oh, really? Did she really? Oh, wow. Well, two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right. I'm not on nobody's side here. Like I said, I don't agree with the personal information sharing thing. I don't agree with the looking up somebody's information thing. That's flat out don't agree with it. Everybody know I don't agree with it, so ain't nothing changed. Whomever, I don't think nobody should have to deal with something like that. You know, I don't agree with it. So yeah, but two wrong don't make it right. And then you know what else though? When it comes to this, Miss O, let's get back to the roast. Yeah, back to the roasting and gagging. You know. Also, this live stream is brought to you by Demila. Is you the one that asked me was I coming live today on that community wild FSU? This live is brought to you by Demita because sometimes I have to be motivated to come live because I don't. This very ugh. Sometimes you just don't want your energy shifted or drained by social media. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't. I just so that yeah. This video is brought to you by Demita because she asked me on my community wall. Was I coming live today and I felt guilty? It's your fault, Demita. I'm blaming you. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm blaming you. It's your fault. I felt guilty, y'all. Like I felt convicted. Woo! I said before this night is out, tell I'm going live. And I'm like, what to talk about? What to talk about? I don't have nothing that I want to talk about. But before this night is out, I'm going live. Ooh, child, she made me feel convicted. Y'all, I ain't even lying to you. That's just bad. I don't like that. Ooh, child. So y'all keep y'all when you going live, Miss Olivia, to yourself. Okay. Y'all harassing me. Y'all stalking me. I'm gonna go get some paperwork God dog it. I'm getting some paperwork because you're making me feel bad for not coming online as much as I should. I'm going to get that paperwork and I ain't playing. I'm going to stand in front of the judge and I'm going to say, Your Honor, they are harassing me. The judge going to say, well, how they harassing you? I'm going to say they're harassing me, Your Honor, because I run a YouTube channel and I realize that sometimes because I don't want my energy to be drained, I don't come on and give my subscribers and my supporters content, as regularly as I should, Your Honor. And I feel like I don't have to be made to feel convicted about this, Your Honor. I shouldn't be made to feel bad about it, Your Honor. I just want to be lazy in peace, Your Honor. And that's gonna be my complaint, God dog it. Oh, child, it don't make no sense. But that's gonna be my paperwork, okay? Okay. That judge in Tennessee gonna say, get the ish out of here, right? On the court, right? Gloria said, I'm countersuing. Because you don't come on the. Oh, that's wrong. Gloria, you'll probably win too. I mean, that's a child. Gloria, win, y'all. The judge be like, well, ma'am, it would appear to me that you actually don't come on enough. Guilty as charged. Child. I just had to light the mood a little bit, but Lord have mercy, folks is crazy. Whew, they mess around and put you in the nut house for right back. He said, I agree. I would be embarrassed. Yes, embarrassed to be in that court. Oh my God. I mean, that's for real. I'm like, oh, I can't imagine teasing that. Like I said, I live in a small town. Everybody know what everybody do, girl. I cannot. Ooh, every time I go to the stores, God forbid, Walmart, it's a mess of heifers that I be talking about around here. Ooh, I be like, they gonna be like, why they looking at me? They gonna be looking at me. Woo, child. I'm not trying to do all that. No, ma'am. Whew. Whew, Camille said, she said, oh my God. I agree, you need to push it. I love when you are on your messy on YouTube. Child, while it were, you know how folks be turning around looking when something happened? Ugh. It's just horrible. I be looking too, though. If it ain't none of my business, I be looking. I can't lie. I be like, girl, guess who I saw at Walmart? Like, ooh, no, she did. What she have up? Girl, I'm guilty too, y'all. He said, I will order everybody to have a job by the end of the month. Well, God dog. Well, Jason, what about if you don't return? Woo. Them laws, laugher. They A off. When they let you know what? Grown gums, you got a point. Shaking their head. You know what I mean? Shaking their head. I agree with that though. I agree. Hey Chris, how you doing? Peace and blessings, love. Happy holidays. Only box feds. Oh Lord. What kind of name is that? Go back to work. Child. I don't know if the missus gone. He's not gonna accept that. He say my work is at the house. It's at the house. It's at the house. Imagine standing in front of the judge. Right. Who would have seen your raggedy fit? Exactly. I cannot. Let's be real. I cannot. Okay. I just cannot. I'm not gonna do it. Woo, child. That's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to you got a lot of gall to go up there and say that you're a grown woman or a grown man. You know what I mean? I don't know about that. That's just maybe it's just me, but I'm not seeing it. Like I said, unless I have to, like physically protect myself. Other than that, I can't see it. Oh, before I get off of here, it's something else that I want to talk about. So I was looking at Beefing 313 video, right? And he was talking about, that's right. Ooh, that's true. A lot of them not mentally stable. You got that right. I agree with that. I was looking at Beef, and that's a perfect segue. These people not mentally stable enough to work. Some of them, I agree with that. You let. Thank you, Linda B. A lot of them aren't. You're right about that. I agree. They need some good medicine. I heard that. Oh no, you said the laughter is the good medicine. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So look, y'all. I was looking at Beef in 313 video, right? And yes, a lot of very mentally ill people on here, like for real. But I mean, you really can't tell. But you can just do a conversation. It'll take you a minute. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. But that's how a lot of times we get hemmed up, and a lot of this mental ill folks latch on to you or whatever. And so it's just really crazy, right? So anyway, yeah. So like I said, I was looking at Beef 313 video, and he did a video. The first thing he was talking about, what was he talking about at first? Was it the case? I don't know if it was the case or what it was, but the part of the video that I liked is what I found very interesting was when he was just somebody promoting somebody in my channel. We ain't doing that, but anyway, don't be asking for promotion. You don't ask for permission. You just drop down and try to promote yourself. What they do there at channel, people are being real bold these days, right? They don't even ask permission to promote themselves or their channel, whether they just drop down. We don't know nothing about them. There be a lot going on, right? And so back to I don't remember what he was talking about at first, but the part that caught my eye, made me really listen, was he was talking about Blue Wolf Phoenix over there, and a Stomp Clown, right? Now Stomp Clown got on here a couple of weeks ago, and he alluded to the fact that now I realized that this was a lie, right? But he alluded to the fact that, yeah, I caught that, Pound. He alluded to a fact that here go another one. Hold on. He alluded. Let me read this. He alluded to the fact that Stomp Clown alluded to the fact that he was Blue Wolf Phoenix case manager, when social worker, when he was a child, and all of that stuff happened to that boy. And we don't heard Blue Wolf tell his story many times over, and it's so sad. And I literally can't imagine, right? And y'all may know what story I'm talking about. And he said the most vile, disgusting things. And I'm thinking, he's making actual social workers and case managers and stuff like that. He's making them look bad. Because I don't see how you can be that cold-hearted and say you are in that type of field. Because when you are in that type of field, you are supposed to be in that type of field to help, especially children, right? So why would you say all these mean, bad, and disgusting things? So for that reason, I was like, well, the story. I doubt that he was this Blue Wolf's actual social worker, right? Because number one, if you was that child's actual social worker and you didn't take that child out of that home and you knew what that child was going through, surely you would have been fired, right? Because if you did that, if you let something like that slide one time, that means you let that slide a whole lot of times, and eventually somebody's gonna catch on, right? So you wouldn't have been, you wouldn't have been that long, right? Number one, right? But because I know that Stomp Clown tends to lie, he lied on me. Like I said, he got on here when he finally felt bold enough to, stalk me in the outright instead of behind the scenes. After all those years, she got on there and told a big doozy whopper of a lie. Her husband was giving out, work cards, to his lawn care to do lawn care work, or what I'm thinking, what virtual what do you call those cards? I can't even think about it. Can't even think of the name. But anyway, my husband, I supposed to be coming online and giving out these cards. What is the information cards? I forgot the name of it. Business cards. And you know, all these people I talk to online are in other states to do yard work. You know, those kind of lies. So I just figured he was telling a lie about Blue Wolf Phoenix and being his social worker as well, right? You know, but saying all these vile, disgusting, absolutely repulsive things, um, it's just ugh. It's just horrible, 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 horrible. Sheba said that's why that clown don't like you because y'all both was in the same. I don't think he was in my field though, Sheba. I really don't. He knows. You would have blow the whistle. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't think that he ever was in my field though. You can tell by the way that he speaks that you know he's still. Oh yeah, he's still stalking me. Yeah, I know. I don't even give a damn. I don't care. You know what I mean? My porch watch be telling me, hey, you know, drop. He just feel you know safe in a B sector, just be able to stalk me openly. And guess what? That's cool. I don't give a damn. It's just words. It's just words. I bet he won't never get bold enough to try to actually find where I live because all the information they put online, I can guarantee you, people need to stop believing stuff they read online. Okay, I'm just saying, but for as long as it's not bothering me for real, they can keep saying it. I'm gonna keep. I live anywhere you want me to live. I be anything you want me to be. Okay, we'll keep it that way. But anyway, and sometimes people can get online and talk too much too. See, part of the problem is now the ego does get involved when you're afraid to let these people believe what they want to believe, right? Let folks believe what they want to believe. It's okay. You know what I mean? Be leery when they start hitting on some real shit about you. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, so he was just saying the most vile, disgusting things when it came to Blue Wolf Phoenix and what happened to him, his childhood trauma, right? Um, oh, absolutely. I mean, going to the psych, the mental institution, right? Ain't no telling how many people he triggered by saying that vile, disgusting stuff. It's just so I'm like, oh my god, like you have no heart. Like, why would you say stuff like that? So anyway, I figured it was a lie. I doubt if he was that Blue Wolf social worker. But anyway, Blue Wolf the now came out and said that Stomp Clown said his real name is such and such, and he you know he did bad to him, did bad things to him, right? And I was like, oh my god, you know what I mean? But I feel like Blue Wolf had been triggered, you know, by what was said by the Stump Clown, and I don't even know if he actually believes that or if he's just, you know, saying that because of what he said about him. Do you see what I'm saying? But now he's saying that he actually knows Stomp Down name. He said the name. I'm not saying the name. You know what I mean? He's saying he actually was somebody that participated in harming him and causing him childhood trauma. That's what he's saying. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's the truth. I don't know if he's just saying it because, you know, a Stomp Clown, you know, made that whole elaborate lie up about him. You know, I don't know if he was triggered to the point to where, you know, he felt victimized again. You know, he felt assaulted again. And in his mind, like, well, he had to be part of it too. You know, I don't know. It's a couple of things that could be going on. You know, and like he could actually have worked it up in his head that he been because he was so triggered, you know, by what the Stomp Clown said. He could have been so triggered and re-traumatized by those words that he now thinks that Stomp Clown is one of the persons that did harm to him. You know, that could be going on, you know, and you never know. What if he is that? I mean, I'm always gonna be on the side of the victim. What if he is who Blue Wolf says he is? You know, I'm always, like I said, I'm always on the side of the victim till we find out otherwise. You know, so it's just crazy. But that stuff he said was overboard. It was way too much. And once again, that's somebody not having no chill. It don't make no sense. But now it's his turn for Blue Wolf to say what he said. And that's what he did. And but yeah, I heard it over there on beefing 313s that Blue Wolf had made a video saying that yeah, he one of the people that did something to me. Yeah, he did say that. I was like, wow. I absolutely agree, Linda B. Yeah, that was crazy to me. It's like, oh my God. Uh-uh. He does have a voice and energy that's unforgettable. Yeah, I agree with you, Sheba. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I really felt like at first, but stranger things have happened. And I really felt like that he was weaving this whole elaborate lie when he was talking about Blue Wolf Phoenix and once being his social worker. Because I'm thinking, no, it ain't no way. You didn't get that child up out that home. It ain't no way you was his social worker. It ain't no way. Ain't no way. No. Yep, especially in abuse cases, the victims have to be supported. Yeah, because it's complex. Absolutely, absolutely. You can be triggered by anything, and so there's a lot of reasons why Blue Wolf may have come on and said what he said. You know, he's the type of person I will have a baseball bat. Yes, yes, uh huh. Ooh, I know, right? Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Ugh. And then he really sounds like really creepy. He sounds really creepy for real though, when you really pay attention to him. And then y'all don't know who we ever talking to online for real. Especially somebody, that want to be cloaked in mystery like that. For all we know, we can have a serial killer or two in our chat or something. We don't know. It's crazy. Child. Uh-uh. I heard that, Linda B. That's you just don't never know who you talking to. Like for real. Oh my goodness. Have you guys ever thought about that though? Like really? You don't know who you talking to, child. And when I get to thinking about stuff like that, I be like, well, do I want to log off forever? uh-uh. Uh-uh. Child, didn't I just Oh, man. Ain't it scary? Yeah, yeah, Gloria, you never know who you talking to. Uh-huh. Especially somebody like that. You got people over here that spew straight up venom. Nothing but straight up venom. Like, it ain't even about the roast and the gag. It's just the spewing of the venom. You know what I mean? And yeah. Ugh. 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 That was just way too much. Child, that's what you was thinking today. Yeah, you don't never know who you fooling with. Or who even you talking to. We don't know. We don't know. Uh-uh. That's why I keep my hard and fast boundary in place. I'm good right here online. Anything we got to say to one another, we can say it right here online. So yeah, Sheba said, I can believe he walks in that environment. Ooh, just like a lot of pyromaniacs I know, right, Sheba, right? I feel you. That makes sense though. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It makes sense. Yeah. To think people like that are walking the streets. Yes, and we don't even know that is in them. Right, right. I have tend to sense it though. Yes, you know what I mean? Sometimes I have to stay away from people because I can even listen to them on the screen if I listen to you like enough, and people don't see me do it online. I'm telling you all about yourself. I ain't never doxed you. I don't know nothing about you, but you mad at me because I'm telling you about you. Okay, it's because I was listening to you. That's the reason why, and I can sense it. So some people I get weird vibes from. Some people I can tell it's a whole bunch of you just blowing smoke up somebody's behind. Uh, and so yeah, yeah. And some people make me really, really feel creepy. There are a lot of people that make me feel creepy. You know what I mean? Just hearing their voice, I don't even want to talk to them. They just make me feel creepy. Did y'all know on ABC, it's something called Women of the Movement? It's coming on, I think, in February, and they're gonna do the Emmett Till story. I'm gonna have to do a review on that. I'm like, wow, I haven't seen an Emmett Till movie done before on TV like that. But anyway, y'all, yeah, but I think it's unfortunate, um, that his trauma was brought up in such a way, and I think that it's also unfortunate that he clearly has been triggered. No matter what the situation is, he was clearly triggered by that. And how dare you be that malicious? That's not roasting and gagging. That is just evil. Do you see what I'm saying? When you go there, that's just evil. You know, like for real. That's just, it's too much. It's too much. You know, if you want to come on here, want to act like you're all calm and you know more than everybody else when you the craziest motherfucker of all. Dang it, I tried to get through this live without doing one curse word. I almost did it. I almost made it. Hot dog. Dog. I tried it. I almost did it. Well, dang. Ooh, child. But I guess that's it. Tomorrow is Friday. Do y'all know that next Friday is Christmas Eve and next Saturday is Christmas Day? Can you believe that? I hope you all have gotten if you sending gifts, I hope you done got them out. Just done already done shipped them out, because if not, whoever you sent those gifts to, they are going to be getting them after Christmas if they get them at all. You know, I would never say a word. If I was a soldier, if I was, it's right, Clorio, because the system clearly let that child down. You're right about that. I would never have said a word. I absolutely agree. Yep. There's so many kids that go by the wayside, you know. Almost is still pretty good considering the day's events. Right. I almost got through it with that one curse word. I was trying to. I said, I'm gonna see if I can do it, because this is not anything that deep. This just content. You know what I mean? Good night, Chlorio. Have a good night. I can't. I'm behind. I'm glad y'all will close because it's never enough time. I can't. I'm behind in a day. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Brand. Okay. His video was light. In a dark place. His video was a light in a dark place. Who video you talking about, Linda? But yeah, man, I was just repulsed by that whole situation back there. It's so unfortunate, and I hope that Blue Wolf will, you know, if he ain't never saw that counseling, it would be a really good thing for him to do that. It's oh, I haven't seen his video. What was it about? Did I say his name? I don't think I say. Oh, you said I enjoyed King Roman's video about adopting a family, a single mother and her daughter. You mean for Christmas? That is awesome. Yeah, no, I didn't see that. That is awesome. That's what you mean by his video was a light in a dark place. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh, that's sweet. Yes, absolutely. He adopted a single mother and her daughter for the holidays. Oh, that's a blessing. Come through, King Roman. I know that's right. Oh, a guilty conscience always speaks. That why he came back. So, oh wow. Oh wow, you make a good point, Sheba. I absolutely agree. Oh wow, and maybe he wanted to stalk him out loud. You know what I mean? Like stranger things have happened. Like you never know. Child, I don't put nothing past nobody. I really don't. I don't put nothing past nobody. You know, and so yeah, I put anything past anybody. But you're right, Sheba. I agree. Karma is something else. But like, just think about. Well, I mean, what if it's true? Oh my God! What if Blue Wolf is more than triggered? You know what I mean? What if it's actually true? Wow. Then that mean like you've been stalking this child or something, allegedly, like, and now you feel comfortable doing it out in the open? Child. Oh Lord. Uh-uh. Let me get off of here, y'all. That's a scary situation though. See, that's what I mean. This is going too far. It's no chill. No chill at all. I think that's it. But I hope you guys are getting ready for the holidays. And so yeah, instead of doing all this, that, and the other, give yourself over to evil. It will surely take. It sure will. It sure will end to be. Yes, it's easy to get snatched up these days, evidently. Because people, I think a lot of people, um, for whatever reason, they just done, gave up or grasping at straws. You got a lot of people want a whole lot. We live in a capitalistic society, right? And for a whole lot of people, um, especially certain types of people, you will be willing to give your soul over, give yourself to evil for what they call it, 30 pieces of silver. That's right, no weapon lender. You got to be prayed up. You got to be strong. You know what I mean? And you can't be trying to keep up with the Joneses. You can't dive in no material stuff. It just I don't know, but just that's just on a whole other level right there. You know, People don't mind shining. Whatever your desire, your dangly object is, it don't just have to be 30 pieces of silver. It could be you wanting to have relevance on the beef sector. You want to have relevance in the beef sector, right? So you be as vile and loud and low as you can go, trying to be the head boss around here in the beef sector. That means you've given yourself over to evil for really nothing at all. So your 30 pieces of silver is the internet, you know, and it's just crazy. It could be anything. It just don't have to be money. It could be any old thing. You'd be surprised, how people don't how little people value their souls. You know how little you value your soul. It don't have to be money. You could just give it away like that. And so you just really have to watch out. You know, you do one thing, you feel bad about it, but then by the time you done it one bad thing 3 or 4 times, you good with it now. You know, you did that bad thing, it was a bad thing. Everybody patted you on the back for doing that bad thing. So the more you do it, the more gratification you get out of doing that bad thing, to where it's commonplace. It's not a bad thing anymore to you. That's your way to get gratification or whatever it is you want out of it. So that means you done sold your soul that for that little whatever it is that you get gratification for. That's your 30 pieces of silver right there. That's how easy it is. It's hard. It's hard sometimes to do the right thing, but it's always easy to do the wrong thing, you know, especially after that shock of doing it the first time. It's okay after that. You get to become a little number and a little number every time. But you don't realize you turn your heart blacker and blacker, a little bit every time, you know, until after a while you just a banshee or something. You know what I mean? It's just horrible. Don't make no sense, but that's the way it is. Ooh, yeah, there be a lot going on, but people better watch. I don't know. Do y'all think things are, hit the one if you think, before I get up out of here, hit the one if you think things will calm down after the holidays. Y'all hit the one if you do you think it'll calm down after Christmas? You know, even a day after Christmas. Do you think things will calm down then? Because it's just crazy. And the reason why I asked that, is because people have a lot of stuff going. Some people are real lonely during the holidays. Some demons, they really are active during the holidays, especially this holiday. If you ask me, it could be a whole lot of things going on, at one time. So I was like, wow, okay, yeah, it's crazy. Oh, let's be real said too. Let's be real said it ain't gonna calm down. Linda said, nope, I really don't think so. But yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Because it's still something popping off after the holidays. I mean, this whole sector, if you think about it, really has changed. Even this sector. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. People used to talk about, I oh, I don't know. It's just changed. It's worse than ever for me. You know, to me, it's worse than ever. You say what you want to say about, the person they used to once call the most evil in the sector, but people have eclipsed and surpassed what that one person used to do. Okay, people have just done blown past all of that, right? To it's another whole level of nonsense going on now, as opposed to like a couple of years ago or a year and a half ago, whatever. It's a whole nother level, right? It ain't even fun no more. It don't make no sense. Uh, Child. It's very tiring to me. That's all I say. We hit a fury. It's gonna take something huge to knock people back into their senses. I think it's gonna go so far, Linda, that ain't nobody gonna be knocked into they back into their senses. Just like take what's going on in the country right now. Um, uh, via this thing that we got floating around in the air. Nothing ever. You can't never roll that back. How the country is so divided. And it's just people are a lot of people are feeling desperate. A lot of people, there's no. It's like every time you get to feeling better about the country, something else will knock that feeling better right up out of you. I don't think there's no coming back from there. You know, I don't think there's no coming back from there. And I think I think that it's bad for the kids that's coming up because what kind of United States are they going to grow up in? It's just horrible. Don't make no sense. It's not fair. But yeah, you right. But y'all right as far as this go right here. Yeah, it's just it ain't no going back from it. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Uh, don't make no sense. But anyway, let me get off here. I think that's all. I hope you guys are done with your Christmas shopping or close to it. They got everything mailed out that you need to have mailed out. Um, got your meal planned out or whatever, whatever. And if you haven't gone Christmas shopping, y'all need to get to it, and hopefully you be able to find something. Okay, because all of the half of the stuff they say is still on the cargo ships. All right, and so yeah, uh-huh, child. But I tell you one thing I saw yesterday before I get off of here, and I thought it was a good thing. It was pretty decent to me. I don't have his phone in my head, y'all. I was looking at a special report yesterday when the president he went and viewed the devastation that EF 3 or 4 tornado caused in Kentucky. Where it just looked like streets and streets of matchstick houses. Everybody done seen it by then. But he said that the government was gonna um pay for 30 full days of them trying to get the trying to get the debris and stuff out of there, and it was going to be doing it for 30 days for free. I thought that was a good thing, because so maybe they can take the money that they're saving from the government picking up the tab for that. And there's people still missing, by the way, too, in the rubble and stuff. I mean, I can see people have them been lifted up and tossed into another whole state or something. That's how bad those tornadoes were. But anyway, he said the government is going to pick up that tab for 30 days, and I thought that was a good thing. You know, Linda B said, "Maybe I'll go have Christmas on a cargo ship." Right, that's where all the stuff is, Linda. People need to go shopping. They should let people get on rowboats or boats and just pull up to the cargo ship and do their shopping. Just open the cargo doors and let folks do their shopping, child. Okay? Because that's where all the stuff is. All right, child. Don't make no sense. uh. It's the same across the pond. Non-stop virus talk. Yeah. Yep. And whether to lock down for Christmas. Yep or not, right? I'm recovering, so I think Christmas for me, and mine will be in early 20. Oh wow. Are you what recovering from what? Let's be real. What's going on? That's why I don't mind living with snow. Yeah, I take a snowstorm over a tornado any day. I ain't gonna lie. Well, yeah, them snowstorms can get out of hand too. Now it can be so much snow on your roof that it collapse your roof. So you know, so yeah, so awful that people are devastated. Yeah, at this time of year, right? When they were showing photos of the devastation, a video of it. It was one lady's house. Her house was, the roof was blew off her house, right? But the one thing that wasn't touched, I don't know if y'all seen this video. I saw it on NBC. The one thing that was still standing in her house was her Christmas tree was totally intact with the lights and all on it, right? The balls of lights and the Christmas presents up under the tree. The presents was dry. The tree was fine. That was like one of the only things standing in her house. I was like, wow, that have to have given that family some kind of hope. There was a one thing standing. I was like, wow, will you look at that right there? Yeah. I saw it on ABC. I mean, I seen it on the news. Her roof was blew out, half of it, but the one thing was standing was that Christmas tree. The ornaments was in place. The gifts was up under that. Like the whole area around the tree it wasn't touched. I was like, wow, wow. Let's be real. Said the virus been in my house for 3 weeks. Oh my God, and still waiting to get my appetite. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's be real. But I'm so glad you getting better, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you getting better. Oh, child. Like I said, oh, every time they get folks to thinking it's getting a little better, you got to get knocked right back down to square one. This don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. My God. And then, people, and this is another side of the times that people are feeling real bad. People don't even want to go to work no more. They retire from their jobs and everything. And part of the reason why is because some people, they think they living in their last days and they want to share, what time they got with their family. That's why you see people quit. I seen on the news where they got this thing on TikTok to where these young people they resigning from their jobs on TikTok. I said, Lord, you know, this is crazy. Uh-uh. Can't hardly get nobody to work no more, even though the jobs are out there. People ain't wanting to take a chance. And like I said, they resigning from their jobs. They don't want. I seen a video today where they were talking about nurses. How the cases are rising again once again in the hospital, and the poor little nurse. She was like, "We exhausted. We mentally and physically exhausted and frustrated." And I was like, "Wow, wow." How many mistakes are being made? How many medical mistakes are being made? Because the nurses and doctors are overworked. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I'm sick right now too. I have a fifth grader that's in school. Oh, Sheba. Yeah. I kind of was preparing for a shutdown, to be honest. I've been stocking up. Yep, little by little since summer. Yep, yep. I get my booster shot. Is that right, Linda? Wow. Oh Lord. I'm preparing to teach from home in January. Wow, just in case. Because it's sounding like it could be bad again. Yeah, you're right about that, Linda. They say it's a surge and all of this and all that. And so, yeah. So, yeah. Ain't no telling what's going to happen after the kids get a little break for the Christmas holiday break. They get like 2 weeks or so or something like that around here anyway. And who knows if it'll be better or worse after the break. You know, it's just crazy. But I hope you two ladies feel better, Sheba. And let's be real. I hope both of y'all feel better. Lord have mercy. But I tell you, it's just if it ain't one thing, it's another one. It's like it's no peace around here anymore in this world anymore, you know. And so yeah, it's just crazy. But anyway, um, wow. But you know what? Life is hard, but God is good all the time. And we gotta try to take solace in that, you know? That's the way I see things. Let's try to take solace in that. You know, it's the best we can do. Cause this show is get kind of depressing around here. If you ask me, you know, but you gotta try to keep your mind off of it, you know. And you know something else I don't understand. A lot of people say, uh, I don't know. I'm gonna keep that to myself. I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say something about the B sector. I don't know how it's supposed to be. The roast and the gag is one thing, but when you guys start taking it serious and doing all this and all that, how is it entertaining anymore? You know what I mean? When you taking it to other levels and stuff, how's that entertaining? You know, don't make no sense. Said we good. None of us have the shot. We caught COVID earlier last year. I know how to fight it. Oh wow, Sheba, that's wonderful. She said she know how to fight it. I heard that. Then said I feel like it's like our parents, what they went through in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, lots of trouble, lots of change. Right? You can't never go back to what was. You know, whatever the future's gonna, whatever's gonna come at the other end of all of this. You know, it's you're never going back to, and you think things bad, right? Like say, think about pre-pandemic, right? Pre-pandemic, you know, when it comes to black people, you know, it always is what it is, especially in this country, right? We don't even need to break it down to specifics, right? But post pandemic, when it comes to the whole country, all of us, not just black people, all of us, what is this country gonna look like post pandemic? You know, it's taking like you had pre World War II and post World War II. You know, like the way people lived before World War II and then the way people lived after World War II. I feel like that's what we're going through. You know what I mean? Something like that. And that's just crazy to me. And I really think that's what we're dealing with on a different scale, you know? It's just crazy, you know. Because we don't know if there's an expiration date on this dang on what's been put about on this earth. We don't know. We don't know if it just keep replicating and replicating and replicating. We don't know what's going on. That's right. I dread to think too. You know, let's be real. You're right. I dread to think about what it could be because of young people. You know, and all of us, but especially like say out of the babies that have been born, what is their world gonna look like? It's crazy. And we thought we had it bad, but come to find out, it could be a lot worse. You know, and it's worse now. In my opinion, it's worse. And so yeah. So I don't know. Sometimes that's part of the reason why sometimes I'm telling y'all, sometimes I don't have the energy to come on here and do this. You know, I like to come on here and have these types of conversations, but all the other old nonsense, I don't have the energy to do that all the time. And I know y'all noticed that. I hope y'all did anyway, but I just, ooh, child, If you want to say I'm slipping, honey, then you can say I'm slipping, but it's too much real stuff going on, and I just can't do it all the time. You know, folks, you can't, like I said, you can't do a good roast and the gag without having to deal with some nonsense. So why even bother? Like, I just rather not talk about them. You know, I consider that God made the universe out of chaos, so I stay in Him and ride the waves of change. I heard that. I heard that. Ride the waves of change. It's deep. Right. It's chaotic. Yes, it is. Let's be real. Yep. It can be tiring. Yeah, absolutely can be tiring. Oh, but I think I have more peace than some. All right. And then my peace helps. Yes, make others have more peace. Absolutely. Two. I want to catch. I heard that. But yeah, man, it's crazy. But I'm gonna get out for y'all because child, I done start yawning. Like I said, the one thing, I ain't gonna lie and say I don't like it, but like as long as I'm in the house by the time it get dark, you know what I mean? Because I don't like to drive in the dark because I can't hardly see in the dark. But the one good thing about wintertime when it start getting going from dawn to getting dark around it start getting around dark around here about 5:15, right? Child, you sure can get you some good sleep early, child. You ain't gotta wait all night to get sleep. You ain't gotta wait all night to get sleepy. And sometimes I go to sleep real early, right? And then I'll wake up and I have to, I wake up and get online or something because I done been took me what I call a nap round about 7:30, 8 o'clock, because it's pitch black dark outside. And then I wake up, shoot, I got a lot of energy. So I either start doing something around the house, get online, or something. I'm moving. I done got me a good nap. It's just the fact that I went to sleep too early. And now I'm up. That's crazy. So yeah. Good night, Miss O. I'm late to the party. That's all right, Murray W. Girl, I hope you'll listen to the replay, child. But anyway, but yeah, y'all, I don't know what be wrong with me, but I'm telling you, I take me a good little nap, child. And I have to call it a nap because I don't be down for all night long. It's just that it got dark so early. And then I done fell asleep because it's pitch black dark. And when it's pitch black dark, my body says it's time to go to sleep. But then I wake up because I went to sleep too early. Get on my nerves. Shoot. Mm-mm. When you're younger, you want to be everywhere, right? Right. But peace is where it's at. I know that's right, child. I know that's right. And a cheeky nap is great. I feel you. Let's be real. Woo, child. Think I missed my favorite YTOG replay. Thank you, Samara. Yeah, thank you everybody that be hitting that replay button for me. I appreciate y'all. Cause y'all know they be tripping on these notifications, child. I don't know. We done talked about it, and I done emailed about it, nothing changes. But thank y'all for checking for me. But like I said, I'm gonna get off here, child. And cause anytime I start to yawning, I be like, oh goodness. But like I was telling you, I get pitch black dark, and my body gonna tell me, ain't you ready to go to bed? Ain't you ready to go to sleep? Don't you want to crawl up in the middle of bed and look at TV till you go to sleep? Yeah. But I can tell you, get you some good snuggling in the winter. Can't do nothing else. Get you a good snuggle, buddy. If you know what I mean, you'll be all right. Let me get out of here. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Tomorrow is Friday. So happy early TGIF, okay? I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We just been rambling for the last little bit, and I realized that. I like the video. I will red ball again. Thank you, Samara. Thank you for red balling. Good night. Good night, everybody. You guys have a wonderful Friday tomorrow. Be safe out there. Please hit the like button on your way out the door if you haven't. Thanks everybody for joining me and being so interactive. I love my people. I know who my people are because no matter how much I'm rambling on, my people don't go nowhere, and you know who you are. You know what I mean? And I hope you get to feeling better. Let's be real, and Sheba in particular, because these two ladies are my people. I know that for sure. You know what I mean? Along with a lot of y'all. But I hope y'all feel better, right? But like I said, y'all hit the like button if you haven't on your way out the door. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and maybe even that member button, okay? So you guys, if you want a good Kiki and you haven't seen it yet, y'all go look at my community wall and comment under the picture if you know who I'm if you know who I'm talking about, okay? Go look at my community wall. I thought it was a good little roast of the gag. Well, not even a roast, but a gag. I thought it was a good little gag. That's a little quick kiki, okay? Anyway, love you guys. Be safe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace.